It is loud here in New York, in Washington Square Park.
Yes, it really is. Oh, this is my favorite one. It's got weight to it. Should I not move? Ink. I actually like ink the best, more than watercolor because it's so vibrant and
Ink, colored ink, or just inking?
ink in colors. Like if you start shopping for ink, it's a rabbit hole from which you will never escape. Because there's so many choices and so many formulations. Really? That doesn't look like me at all.
It's not about looking like you. It does look like you. It looks like you look like when you stand in the mirror in the morning.
I know. See how?
So look at me.
Well, I noticed that I have these dark circles under my eyes.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm gonna stare at you.
A lot of marijuana in the park.
Yep. It's just weird to be outside without glasses on.
Don't worry, I won't let anybody hit you.
That's kind, although they could come from any direction and you wouldn't see it.
Yeah, I know. I probably can't really guarantee anything.
I
I don't think anyone will hit you, though.
I don't think they will either. They say, like, you should squint to try to get the values, and that's actually a really good idea. Because those trees are very, very... Oh my God, dog, shut up.
Sometimes I have good conversations with people.
Oh yeah,
that I draw.
Oh yeah,
Not
we're,
often.
so
Most people just
what's
want.
your favorite part of your job now? You're still at the museum, right?
Yeah.
What's the favorite part of your job? Because that was a big decision for you to take that job. I remember. So what do you like about it?
I mean, all I do is design all day. That's a good thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you draw, or is it CAD? You use CAD, right?
I do 3D models. I have
Oh.
this program that I make a 3D model and then I can cut sections and elevations from it. So whenever I update the model, it updates the elevations automatically.
That's awesome. I've heard of such a thing, but I left the profession before that was
I think the commercial program is called Revit.
Revit. What do you
I'm
use?
using a program called SketchUp, which is sort of like...
SketchUp. Oh, I
yeah.
like SketchUp. SketchUp is fun.
Yeah.
SketchUp, I think, has a robust energy add-in thing.
They have a lot. They were bought by this company called Trimble, which is some sort of software company that does a lot of building,
Okay.
controls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they have a lot of, I don't know. I'm betting on SketchUp. I haven't used Vectorworks in years.
Oh, Vectorworks can kiss my ass.
Vectorworks can kiss my ass.
I had one drawing I had it open,
Yeah.
and I wasn't going to pay for a license for
Yeah.
a year. It was so stupid. I had to probably ask you. I asked everybody I knew who was an architect. Nobody uses it. It was so annoying.
I have it now, in case you want it.
No, I don't care anymore. I had a small claims court, a small claim, I guess, and the hearing would have been Thursday at 2:30 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was from
This past Thursday. you mean.
2009, I think. And it was just so annoying. I had a contract and the whole thing. And the guy just wouldn't pay me. So I'm like, well, okay, I've waited so long. I could wait forever. And it cost $20 to file in small claims court. So I did, and he paid me.
Oh,
It
good.
was $3,500. I was so excited.
And you're saying just this past Thursday, literally? You had the hearing?
Well, right, because that was the day Jonah had to go to college. And I
okay.
knew that back in March when we got the thing. And I was just like, oh, crap. I'm like, you know what, Dad will take you to college. It'll be fine. And then he paid me. So I was like, all right, we're good. Oh, actually, when you're done, you can send me the drawing. I can import it, and then I can put color all over it if I want. I don't know how you are immune to all of
I'm not.
the colors and the textures
Oh.
and the oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. It's like having every art supply in the world.
Oh, the colors on the Procreate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to sort of limit what I have, my palette, so I can get at what I'm trying to get at, which is not about.
Yeah. I don't know, but for me though, I can't force a pencil to do what I want it to do. I have to react. That's why I like watercolors and stuff, because I can react to whatever mistaken weird ass thing I put on the paper,
Yeah, I'm trying to record the sculpture of the face. Does that make sense?
Yes. But you can do it.
You could, but I'm not gonna.
Fine.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be snippy.
That was very snippy.
Was it? I'm sorry.
That was incredibly snippy.
Really? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
There's a podcast called The Sneaky Artist, and it's Urban Sketcher. He's an urban sketcher. He's from India, and he interviews other urban sketchers, mostly in the United States. And the stories are fantastic. And they're
About
long.
what?
They're 2 hours long. One guy was telling the story. Then I'll look at I'll listen to the ones of people whose work I like. So there's this guy named Gavin something or another, and he told this story about going back where he was from, I don't know, somewhere. It was in February, and there was a mill. It was like a mill town. So he went to draw the mill, and it was really early, and he was freezing. His hands were numb. He couldn't really do anything, and the water froze. Right, but he's like, well, what am I going to do? Because my brothers are picking me up in an hour and a half for breakfast, so I have to just persevere. So the brothers came, picked him up. He threw all his shit in the back seat, and they went to eat. When he came back out and looked at his sketchbook, it had melted. So the detail was gone, but it left this like a ghost image of the thing he had painted, of this train he had painted. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But it was I would never have heard that story otherwise. It was great. Little kids will always come up to me. Well, not with an iPad, but if I'm drawing with materials, they'll come up to me, and then the parents are like, "No, leave her alone, whatever." And I'm like, "Oh no, you sit right
Let
there."
the kids come to me.
No, I'm like, "Here, do you want?" I'm like, "I have an extra piece of paper," and I give them whatever. Try whatever you want, and they have the best time. And then I'll give them my address to the mother to "Hey, send me," because the kid's like, "Oh my god, I love drawing," And so I said to the mom, "If the kid is drawing, I would love to see. Mail me something. Mail me a postcard or whatever."
Has anyone mailed you anything? Nothing. People are busy.
So I'm gonna get another chance at your face, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Although you're moving your head a lot.
I am. Oh shit.
Just telling you.
I know I am. I'll pretend I'm in an MRI.
You what? You had an MRI? What?
No, I'm gonna pretend I'm in an MRI.
Okay, yeah. Right, good.
I actually have to take my mom for an MRI on Thursday.
Really?
Yeah. We're in stages of dementia, and we have to figure out how much. It's not good. I have a lot going on,
Yeah, you do.
I do.
I can barely handle the small life I have.
You would handle it if you had to. So how often do you get...
Wait.
Oh, I love that shirt. Sorry.
Squirrel!
Exactly. How often do you and Jeanette get to see each other?
Well, she has her kids each week, so she has them for a week off for a week, so I see her whenever she doesn't have kids.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, we have to work out how that's going to work going forward now. Because it's hard.
Yeah. Well, that's why I told Sarah, because it's already hard scheduling around the kids, and so
Right.
but if Sarah can come at any moment, I can't have this anymore. I have to open it up a little bit. So Sarah will be fine. So I'm not looking at you because my eyes cross and it's
Really?
uncomfortable. So that's why I'm looking
That's
beyond
fine.
you.
As long as you keep your head still, that's fine.
Fine.
I'm glad we know one another. I feel very happy about that.
You guys seem like
I'm good.
you're on
I'm
similar
glad too. I have. What's the opposite of when you curse? When you curse someone, like I'm so grateful for you.
Oh, good.
Because lately with it just came up out of nowhere, and I'm like, it was like knowledge that I just had, and I was like, and my friend James says this, my friend James says that, and so when I said, hey Mom, what are you doing? Oh, do you remember this guy I keep telling you about? Jonah has your number.
Yeah,
Did he reach out to you?
Jonah, the older one.
The younger one.
Younger one,
The
yeah.
one who just went to college.
I gave the older one my number too.
Yeah, so but he asked me for it instead of Jacob. So.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably have meetings up there.
That's what I said, and Jacob's like, no, they won't. Why would they have meetings on college campuses? I'm like, why would they not have? What are you talking about? But Jacob's very skeptical, and I'm like, all right, you can be skeptical. That's fine. I'm telling you, like, it was great. No, I was just telling them, like, you guys, it's like a cult. There's gonna
No, it's not.
well, in the context of like, there's language, there's terminology, there's ritual. Like, you're not gonna understand anything.
It's not a cult though.
No, but I'm like, well, don't worry about it. Like, it's okay. You'll go for
But you
it.
don't have to learn all the language and all the lingo,
No, but that was off-putting because I was like,
especially with women.
why?
Because there's a lot of women that are very sort of like, this is the way it has to be, unless you speak exactly this language.
Interesting.
It can be sort of,
Oh, that's interesting. So the Alateen page says that it's kid run. Those are
Yeah.
terrible pants. Oh my god, this is the worst pants I've ever seen.
yeah, it's kid run.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, they do have sponsors, but that's more sort of just someone to keep things, on target.
Got it. I have to shift. How long does it take you to do a portrait, usually?
Like 20 minutes.
Do you do it the same way every time?
No, because I draw different people every time.
Are
I
you-
don't mean to be snippy. I'm not trying to
That
be
was
snippy.
so snippy that
Was it?
we're gonna do that again. Do you have the same process every time, or do you
Yeah, I
start
have
from
the
a
same,
different place?
same strategy for attacking the portrait. Yes, the same each time.
What's your process?
Measure the face. Just basically make sure what the relationship between the eyes and the
Yeah.
length of the face is. And then I go in and I sort of roughly sketch in the features, and I try to sketch in the whole thing, and then I just sort of go from out to in to out the whole time.
Okay.
At a certain point, I come in and put some tone in, like I'm doing right now, just because it's better than using lines all the time, because some people get very upset when they see their face covered with lines.
Yeah, I get really bored cross-hatching, but
I'm not a big fan of
I
cross-hatching
don't love
either.
it. This is very comfortable and
Is it?
lovely and cool and breezy. I love it.
Good. It's noisy, but
It's noisy. It's
it's
nice.
the price we pay for meeting in the middle.
That's true.
How is your house out in Kensington?
Well, I moved. I'm in an apartment. You've been to that.
I've been to the new one. The one that in the big building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
great.
Fine.
I've been looking on Street Easy at apartments, but right now with my rent, what it is, it's cheaper for me to just rent.
Then
Significantly cheaper
cheaper than what?
than getting an apartment.
Oh, than buying one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can never move.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought a car during quarantine, and I have a parking spot in the building, so I'm never moving. I'm never.
Why
moving.
would you? You live in a great neighborhood.
I live in a good neighborhood. I like it. It's comfortable. It's right by the cemetery. I spend a ton of time in the cemetery. It's great.
Okay, this is not a great drawing.